everyone, it's Bree. I'm back with my final February guest designer layout or project for SpiegelMom Scraps. I just showed you my code, Brianna15, so I will have the link below to her shop. Use my code and you will save 15% on your next order. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I thought I'd go off with a bang. Instead of a typical 12 by 12 layout, I have chosen to work on a canvas. And I believe, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I will write the dimensions of this canvas in the description box below because I can't remember for the life of me what size it is. But it is a canvas. I was inspired by a past layout by Missy Whitten. She had did a layout, or she had done a canvas, but you know, she basically did a layout on a canvas. So, and I've been dying to do it as well, and I had unpacked one of my boxes recently and discovered that I had 4 brand new canvases that I had never used. So I figured let's go ahead and get to it and create it. So I am using my Gonzai Tombi watercolors here, and what I'm making today is a galaxy background. Other than Missy, I was also inspired by Christina Warner. I love watching her make cards. I unfortunately aspire to be a card maker, but I'm really not the best one. I have made galaxy cards in the past. However, the colors that I have, or the inks that I have used for those layouts, they weren't as pigmented, so it wasn't as bright as I wanted it to be. So I had gotten these paints here using an Amazon gift card, I believe, around Christmas. So, and this is my first time using them. So as you can see, I chose a bunch of different colors and I painted them on. I added a little bit of water to each color to get it moving. And now I am going to paint all over it with black. And if you're familiar with galaxy backgrounds, you know that you knew that this was going to come. And if you're not, then you're probably gasping or like, oh my God, what are you doing? You're ruining it. But I promise it'll all come together once I've painted all black, and then I add my splatters of acrylic paint to create, you know, the star effect. So yeah, I basically chose a bunch of, you know, colors that I wanted to show up through the black, and, you know, favorites of mine like mints and the blues and that really pretty like purpley magenta color. So yeah, so I was inspired by Missy, I was inspired by Christina, and then over the weekend, I had already had this in my mind, but over the weekend, Halsey had uploaded a galaxy page in her art journal on her YouTube channel. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's meant to be, obviously. You know, you just really need to get it done and shown. And I'm really, really excited as to how it came out. And I'm really excited to share it as part of SpiegelMom Scraps for my last layout. Okay, so I have just added a bunch of the black paint. And I know I cut off a lot of the painting. I only showed a little bit because honestly, you didn't really need to see. You just kind of got the gist of me adding different colors and blending it in a little bit. All right. So as always, I will have the links to SpiegelMom Scraps shop in the description box below, along with the sequin mixes that I had chose for this, and you'll get to see that here in just a minute. All right. So I am done with the black, and I'm going to let it sit and dry, and I'm going to come back to it. So here is where I add just basic acrylic paint. I think that I got at Michael's for like 80 cents one day. And I'm adding a little bit of water to thin it out so it can splatter more and it's not so thick. And I just have a small paintbrush, and I'm just going through and I'm adding some splatters. And as it progresses, you'll see it turn into a really pretty galaxy. And I love it. I love that these colors were so bright and pigmented, highly pigmented, and I'm so pleased with how it came out. And it was super fun. I have to admit, it just got real fun to make a mess and to just be creative and I didn't really have like a layout design in mind. I had my picture picked out and it just happened to go with the whole galaxy theme. And it was so much fun. So I'm going to let these little white splatters dry, and they have dried, and there is the picture that I've shown you, and it's of my youngest son. There he is right there looking at his picture. So cute. He had graduated from kindergarten, and this was, I think, in 2014. So in order to get my photo to stand out more off of that, or sitting on top of the galaxy background. I went ahead and framed it using one of these frames from the Crepe Paper Good Vibes collection. I had it left over and it fit perfectly. It couldn't have been even more meant to be. It fit perfect and it matched that mint that I had used from the Gonzai Tombi set. So I had put my photo in there, and then I wanted to pull in some of the pinks as well. So I had the scrap left over from one of my Hip Kit Club kits, and I believe it's one of the Arit exclusive papers that she had created. One of my favorites, and I'm kind of sad that I only have that little piece there that I'm holding right there. That's all that I have left, but I'm going to save it, because you know me, I save everything. I'll probably punch some shapes with some punches here. And another layout. Okay, so I have my photo, and now I'm pulling some of these wood veneer white stars that I had gotten in a Studio Calico kit that I had picked up at one of the, or at the clearance closeout sale. And of course it was perfect because they're white and they will stand out against that, that background. So honestly, I don't embellish too much. Basically what you see here is all of it except my title and then a sticker that I'm going to add. Now I've shown the sequin mixes that I have chosen. I end up not using one of them. It was Sweet Summer Vibes. I don't end up using that one. I do, however, use Sparkle Ever After and Rainbow Bright. But before I add those, I wanted to add a little more of the mint to the back of my photo, and I cut up this folder that had come in the Chamel Glitter Girl sticker book set, and you're supposed to store the stickers inside this folder, but I cut it up. And it matched perfectly because it still had that holographic star kind of thing going on, and it looked spacey, I guess you can say, and it had the mint. So I did go through these cardstock stickers to see if there was another sticker that I could maybe tie in or add, but I already thought that the background was enough, and with the stars and the sequins, I didn't want to get too crazy and then it just be a big jumble of mess. Well, not a mess, but it just be too busy, I thought it was enough. Okay, so I'm working on my title. The thickers that I'm using, they're white foam. I believe they're from an Amy Tangerine kit, but I've just had them in my stash forever, and I thought they would be perfect, and again, stand out. And my title is Dream Big because, he did graduate from kindergarten, and he's so cute, and it was, gosh, time flies. He's now finishing up 4th grade this year, and I just remember that day like it was yesterday. And, when you see your kids hitting a milestone like that, obviously it's just kindergarten, it's not like it's high school or college, but it's important when your babies are growing up. So I have adhered my photo. I have a little sticker underneath my title that says, "Do all the things," and that's from the Vicky Booten sticker set. And I believe I've already glued down my stars. I'm not sure if I've done that yet. But I'm just going through some of the die cuts from the Vicky Booten collection, and I don't find anything. That's where I kind of decide, no, it already looks good as is. And I'm still trying, obviously. But yeah, so there I'm going to start gluing down the adhesive. Not my adhesive, jeez. I'm going to start gluing down these wood veneer stars. I do, when you look at the final photos, I do add additional lettering. I do put my son's name and the year with the tiny thickers, the tiny foam thickers by Paige Evans from her Pick Me Up collection with pink paisley, and it fits perfectly underneath the photo. So check that out. I do add that, but I don't have it shown in my video, so that's pretty much the only thing that I do add. And now the fun part, I get to add my SpiegelMom scrap sequins, and I pull mainly from the Ever After or Sparkle Ever After mix because it does have the like the iridescent like white and the gray and a really pretty like bluish, almost purpley black sequins. And I thought it just when you look at this mix, it reminds you of like a night sky. So it was perfect. I am so pleased with the variety that she has in her shop because I think I've used every single sequin set this month that I got from her. And I'm so happy because it has gone with so many different layouts and with so many different themes. And here's where I use the Rainbow Bright set. I pull out these like diamond shaped ones. I pull out a few of them, and then I pick some dark purple ones as well, because it kind of, you know, the sequins, when you look at my project and you kind of shift it back and forth, it looks like stars, and I love it. I love how this turned out. I'm trying to debate, do I keep this a canvas in my craft room, or do I bring it with me to work to put on my desk? I haven't decided yet. Other than me adding the final touches of sequins, I'm pretty much done, and that's it. This is my final project for SpiegelMom Scraps. I want to tell Jody, thank you so much for having me. I have loved creating with your sequin mixes. It has inspired me and got me to get out and create and to make some beautiful projects with your sequins and your cut files. And so thank you so much again. And thank you to you guys for watching and subscribing and thumbs upping my videos. It really, really makes my day. I will have links to everything in the description box below. Don't forget to use my code Brianna15 and it'll save you 15% off on your next order. I'll have links to my blog as well as my Instagram, so feel free to follow me there. I post a lot on there as well. And there it is. I love how it turned out. I'm so pleased. There's the Elijah 2014. I think this totally looks like a night sky, and I had such a fun time creating. Thanks again for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.